Hey everyone, I'm the Real Evad, and you're watching the A20 Guardian 100 game analysis. This is run number 60. This will be the run that matches the number of ascending runs to the downfall mode runs. I may go back to downfall mode at some point, but I doubt that it's going to be anytime soon, because I still have problems with the overall downfall mode. The bosses specifically. Anyway, we have an emerald to start. And our options here are upgrade a card, max HP plus 7, lose all gold for 14 max HP, or boss swap. Kind of boring options, but upgrade a card does make up for the lack of starting Act Campfire that you usually get in Downfall. And I discussed in a previous episode the idea of perhaps upgrading Twin Slam was incorrect at the first fire of Downfall, because I didn't end up grabbing another gem for a while. Then I remembered that wards used to be common, so Emerald Aquamarine combo, the Dex ward combo, was very common, so it was probably right at least half the time. But now that ward has been moved to uncommon, upgrading Curl Up becomes a lot more enticing. Because the Twin Slam damage upgrade is not very good. It only becomes one more than a strike. But the Curl Up upgrade allows you to get into defensive faster on the second go. The first go is supplemented by Bronze Gear. But it also gives you a lot of control over what you put in stasis, which I underestimated. So let's see. I'm looking at some elites here. Seeing a 3 elite path. 3 elites and then a campfire. That's interesting. 2 campfires and 2 elites on the right. There's a campfire here. I've just marked every elite and campfire. Okay, there we go. Now we have. Maybe a valid route through this is to do that. Regardless, though, it looks like we have an acceptable act in terms of power. 2 elites, 2 campfires is the baseline I'd like to go for. Maybe 3 campfires, 1 elite is also acceptable. Although 3 campfires, 1 elite would actually be a case where I take a boss swap, I think. But anyway, since we have a good chance of being able to take on these elites. Actually, let's check on. Oh wow, there's only one route with. Wow, there's not very many. There's like no routes with a bunch of fights. That's rough, actually. You'd have to go through here, grab a card at the shop, and then you'd have to go this way. Wow. And then you have to take 3 elites if you do that. Hang on, let's check other options here. Scroll up a bit. Since the far right has an elite on floor 7 instead of 6. Yeah, there's like no routes with 4 fights before any elite. Even going up through this campfire here has only 3 fights. There's a chance of fights in the question marks, but 3 question marks is only a 50-50 to get a fight. All the shops are at the bottom of the act too. Like if I go through this path, then I also have to path through a dead space in order to get to the next elite. Wow, this actually kind of sucks. Man, do I maybe take the boss swap then? I like to take 4 fights because 3 fights does not give you enough cards to really be good against any elite. It might get you to somewhere passable if you also have potions, but the problem is that fights also give you potions as well as cards, so if you're missing out on fights, you're missing out on cards and potions. It's kind of a win more scenario, which is why you take fights in the first place. You get very strong from taking fights in the early game. But there's not many here. the best I can do is go through here, and then after that it's a risky path to get any kind of acceptable value from the act. Since I think 2 elites, 1 fire is below the minimum, I like to take 2 elites, 2 campfires. Maybe this path works? I kind of count this as a fight because you can grab cards or potions there, and having the choice is nice. So yeah, and then we get the rest of the act like this. There's still a chance that we don't do good enough on this. So maybe we take the boss swap here, and then path according to what that gives us. I really like to have the bronze gear for early game defense. Man. You know, even with technically 4 sources of cards and potions, you're still not guaranteed to be strong enough to take elites. And also this end of act is really aggressive. These are all hard pull fights with an elite. No breaks in between. You'd have to be powerful enough by this point to take them all on. And by then, we'd have 2 upgrades and 5 cards. That's not awful, I guess. Is it good enough for this? I don't know. None of these options really give us anything extra in the early game. Upgrading Curl Up is more of a later investment. It's just that Twin Slam is not an amazing investment to begin with as an upgrade. You really have to wait to grab a gem, at least with my playstyle. Max HP options really only matter if you're expecting to lose a lot of HP and this could potentially save you. I took this in the last episode, this exact option, to take an aggressive path through the act. In retrospect, I didn't need to, but I would have also survived with 3 HP if I hadn't taken it, so it was probably a pretty good estimate. You know what? I think this will be the time that I take the boss swap. The first time. Because between the act layout being so dubious and our starting Niao bonuses being so bad, I think this is a good time to at least experiment. So let's see what we get as our first boss swap post-patch. Wanderbots. The buffed Wanderbots, you only lose 1 stasis slot. That extra energy is actually really nice as well. Extra energy in Act 1 makes you super powered versus these fights. Act 1 is not balanced around having 4 energy, so rolling into something like this is pretty good. I do expect us to take a little bit more HP damage in hallway fights because we don't have the gear up to help us go into defensive when we draw Curl Up. But I think we'll still be okay. Overall, I do think I'm still going to start here. Maybe I could be convinced to go this way and take a triple elite path depending on how this shop pans out. We will see. It just did the Ghost Flame thing. It's super weird. Right. Oh, I'm not frail. Okay, good. It means I only take 3 instead of 5. That's nice. So, since we don't have gear up, this is pretty much pre-patch Guardian, where my only source of brace is Curl Up, which means that I'm going to be looking for cards that say brace, specifically roll attack and any card that braces 3 or more, because there's no card that braces 2. Wow, that's a very early future plans. With Wanderbots, though, that actually is kind of worse. Amber, however, may be good. It's just a problem of having loose gems. In theory, we could upgrade Twin Slam here and then socket here. Socket both the Dex and the Amber there. Also, having Amber kind of negates it counteracts the downside of Wanderbots. So this is very tempting. Future Plans, though, is not super bad with only 2 stasis slots. You're going to end up fighting for room a little bit, but most of the time, when you put 1-cost cards in there, you're just going to be juggling the 2 slots as soon as they empty, because 1-cost cards take 2 turns to exit stasis. So you spend 1 turn putting a card in, next turn you put another card in, third turn 1 card comes out, you put another card in, and then it keeps rotating. We have a curl up, of course, which means that Future Plans may, like I said, fighting for space and stasis, but this is still very strong, even on 4 energy. It's a little bit weird this early on 4 energy because we have a Sender's Bane and Emerald. So most of the time we're going to be playing all our cards in hand, and then having either 0 cards or just a bad card to put in stasis. Or, I guess this isn't bad to put in stasis, just useless. Suspension on 4 energy is really bad because of similar reasons. You have a 0-cost card, which means you have around 4 energy in hand at best. At best you have 4 energy in hand, and then you're also taking a card out of hand. So do I take the Amber? I think since this path is not too aggressive, and we have a shop for an extra card, I'm going to take this. And then we'll use it. We'll use it here in Twin Slam, and I think that will be good enough. All right, give me something good, please. Refracted Beam on sale. Strike for strike. Charge up. Planning Evasive Protocol. Can't afford the relics, but they're not amazing anyway. Brass Tax is probably the best thing there at this point in the game. I'm looking at this Explosive Pot and Strike for Strike. This is very, very good damage. This is also good damage, at least for the early game. We also didn't get a potion from that first fight, so we're not very likely to get 2 more, which means that we don't oversaturate our potion slots. If we had gotten a potion, if it was not something terrible, I would probably skip out on this. Very notably, I don't have enough for a card remove plus either of these choices, but I think card removing is greedy at this point anyways. Panic Button's really good, but I don't know if it's good enough to kill elites. And we are going on this route, which we need to kill an elite by floor 7. You know, it's not even guaranteed that we're going to get events here. I did learn recently the reason that if you've been around for this series, I've said that Cultist. I thought that Cultist on floor 1 guaranteed the first question mark to be a fight. I was incorrect. The way I heard it most recently is that anything that isn't a Cultist guarantees an event, but a Cultist has a very high, a somewhat high chance of this being a fight. I think the chances normally are 1 in 10, but split over 4 fights means that Cultist gets 40%, I think. Yeah, I think Cultist chance is 40% to make up for the other 3, because on average it should be 10%. I don't remember exactly. I'm going to sound real stupid if I'm wrong. I don't think Panic Button is worth these 2. Let's buy those and let's move on. Okay, Transmogrifier. Gain 2 random gems for smashing. Probably not. Do I take the Transform this early? Since we got a Strike for Strike and a good potion, I'm actually willing to try this. If we low roll, we still have 4 energy, we're still going to be fine. I think we're going to do very well this act. I am going to transform a Strike, though, because we have Emerald and we have Guardian to worry about. So please give me something good. Oh god. Oh no. Oh man. I think this is also our first Ancient Construct. That'll be interesting. This doesn't even upgrade to discount. But it does mean there's a potential for permanent dexterity scaling. That's somewhat interesting. Get this out for next turn. No, it's only attacking for 6. So we have a pretty good chance that this is fine. You know what? Within 4 energy start, maybe Ancient Construct isn't so bad. It's still pretty bad, but I don't think it's super detrimental. Do I want to play Strike for Strike? Well, I want to play Strike for Strike, so I'm going to do it. Do I just want to block, or do I want to play Twin Slam twice here? We only have 1 strike next turn. Most of the time. Also playing one of these. So that's down to 18. I think that's close enough, actually. Let's save it HP here. Because we do have 4 energy. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. And now anything kills. As long as it's not just strike. Oh wait, no. We need... Okay, that wasn't enough then. But we can enter defensive. So that's still good. Oh, right, the dexterity. I was thinking I had to play both defense, but I didn't. Alright, that worked out. I guess I didn't factor curl up into the calculation, but it worked out. Oh, incinerate. I mean, we do need another damage card, and that works very well with less stasis slots. It also means that we don't have to upgrade Twin Slam at this fire, which means we can focus on better upgrades. Charge Up is also tempting, but I think the Incinerate's going to be very good. Now we can actually take stasis cards. Okay, we did get 4 fights before Elite. What we didn't get was a block card this turn. So we're going to be taking 12. Go figure. I do want to do as much damage as possible, so we can't really get rid of Ancient Construct here, unfortunately. Also, this explosive pot value just went up very significantly because we don't know what the next fight is, and there are 2 very specific multi-enemy fights that are really, really scary in the hard pool. That being Slime Horde and Gremlin Gang. So instead of just riding on the chance of sentries for this, now we have 2 options. And we got a Dexterity Potion. Oh, that's a AoE card. Sentry Blast, huh? Ooh, is Sentry Blast better? Sentry Blast combo with Incinerate Amber is really, really strong. But Time Bomb is also really strong as AoE. I think Sentry Blast is better? I don't know. This is really good front load, and we're still looking for front load, but with the Accelerate, this is still very good. This only outdamages Time Bomb if it's a single enemy fight and it lasts at least 5 plays. It would normally be 5 turns, but with the Accelerate, it's better. That's tough. I feel like both of these are very good. There is a very notable problem with Sentry Blast against Guardian in that you can't play Sentry Blast while it's in defensive unless you have enough block. Sentry Wave is still very good against it, but maybe it isn't worth it. I'm gonna go Time Bomb. We have other ways we can do stasis. We don't have to commit just yet. The extra Accelerate only makes it better by the time we actually find something. Okay, so we've gotten 1 potion out of 3 fights. That means our potion chance is 50% right now. So I should probably be looking for a way to use the Dex potion here, since I think I'm going to be doing enough damage. 19, that's pretty good. Okay, we can get rid of that. That's funny. Alright. I may actually have to use Explosive Pod. Depends on what we get here. 12 block? Actually, Dexterity Potion's perfect for this. With the Frail, that's a full block. That saved us 8 HP right now. I think we can kill very easily. These guys are not aggressive. Yeah. No defensive mode needed either. Alright, cool. That was probably the best Act 1 Dex Potion I've ever had. Oh, we didn't get another potion. Oh well. Alright, so Future Plans is back, and with all the Accelerate is actually very takeable now. Against this upcoming Elite, I think we're going to be okay. We can still lose HP to enter defensive mode, and we do have plenty. If we really need to, we'll rest at one of these fires. It's probably going to be here, because this could give us some kind of healing, like maybe meat on the bone. Shield Charger is also really, really good against elites. It's not great with Accelerate, though. That's a good point. Hat's self on back. Ancient Construct turn 1 with only 1 attack. That means we can't be vulnerable this fight. That's pretty cool. Gremlin Knob hits hard, so I'm very grateful to have something like that. I don't know how long this fight is going to take, though. What I do know is that we can play Curl Up to enter defensive, since this will gain 3 strength. And instead of this being a 28 attack, it'll be a 19 attack next turn. So that's cool. I want this to hit a strike because that's the most damage. Okay, and then we can hit the other strike. No vulnerable for me. I could play Emerald for Dexterity. I don't think that pays off, though. I think what does pay off is playing that. If I need to use Emerald, I can just play it on the reshuffle, I suppose. We're not taking very much damage here. Doesn't seem like it anyway. Can we do 14 damage? Most of the time we can. There's a very notable exception that we miss one of these two. It's a 2 in 3 chance to hit both. And then we can use the Explosive Pot for a kill. I don't know if I want to risk taking a bunch of damage next turn to make that happen, though. We'd only be saving 4 HP, and potentially risking... Wait a minute, if we're only risking 6 more next turn, that's exactly the percentage, or the fraction, or whatever. You save 4 HP 2/3 of the time, you lose 6 HP 1/3 of the time. 8/3 versus... No, that's not the same. 8/3 versus 6/3. So our average HP saved is 2 2/3, but the average HP loss is 2. So on average, this saves 2/3 of an HP. Sure, I'll go for it. Okay, we got it. Cool. Akabeko. Ooh, Akabeko Refracted Beam. Interesting. We don't have Strength, though. And I don't really like taking a 2 energy, 12 damage card. Reroutes here. I don't think we want that. I think we are going to have to rest here, just because 34 HP is not enough to take 3 hard pull fights in an elite. I don't know if we want... I don't think we want reroute, though, with only 2 stasis slots. Although we do have Accelerate. Future Plans still takes up a bunch. So does Curl Up. It could still be correct. I just don't know. I am glad I took the time bomb now because I used the explosive pot. Yeah, I think I made the right decision there. Yeah, I don't think Akabeka Refracted Beam is a good enough reason to take it. It's very strong, but it's very inconsistent. I don't have strength yet, so I can't even guarantee that leaning into this and upgrading it is going to do anything. The upgrades just add more hits to it. So you'd like to have some kind of thing. Again, synergy with Akabeko, but we can't guarantee it. Yeah, I don't see reroute being good enough. I could take a temporal shield for more accelerate. As well as another block card. Another block card for Guardian's pretty good. It's also good for the upcoming hallways. I'll take it. It does make me worse against the elite fight, but I think it's worth it. Alright, so where do we put these? I'm thinking Amber goes in Twin Slam and Emerald goes in Incinerate. With Ancient Construct, we only really need one stack of Emerald per turn. This will not cancel both stacks since the artifact will immediately apply on the temporary portion of this. So we might as well just do it once. We'll use this with whatever card comes out of Stasis. And then we'll use this to get as much Accelerate as possible with our limited Stasis space. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't think either of these go in strike for strike either. I did pick the right one, right? Yeah, Amber and Twin Slam. Emerald in Incinerate. And we're going to upgrade Time Bomb. It's great against sentries as well as a lot of hard pull fights. This is the kind of front-loaded damage I like to upgrade. Stuff like these are good against single target, but multi-enemy has some good utility that most damage upgrades do not have. Regal Pillow. Wow, I'm glad I decided to wait to rest. Wow, yeah, I'll take that. 71. Yeah, that's absolutely going to be enough for these. Give me the hard ones. In fact. Oh yeah, Time Bomb, I forgot, Time Bomb gains the benefits and downsides of damage modifiers. So this will actually be 34, I think? Yeah. It's very notably not enough to kill with Twin Slam, but it's very close. Do I want future plans? I think we just go for a kill. We would need 16 damage in our upcoming draw, but we also have 4 defense. Yeah, that's fine. I'm glad I took that Accelerate, by the way. The Temporal Shield. That's what I was trying to talk about. Alright, let's see what we get here. Another Amber. Just put it in Twin Slam and do a quadruple Accelerate. That'd be kind of funny. We wouldn't be able to do that until next act, but having a loose Accelerate, it's not the end of the world. Charge Up may actually just be better. I'm probably going to end up using this in the next fight against either Laga or Sentries. Oh wait, Strike for Strike is here. Why did I ignore that? That's a really good attack. I'm actually not convinced that I care enough about it, though. I may actually be more inclined to take the block card. But then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy? No, 9 energy worth of attacks. So that's an average of 3 per turn, and it compensates, and we compensate for the variation with Wanderbots. So we don't actually need a 10th attack. It'd probably still be good to have it, though. Future Plans is also really good against Guardian for block control, so we may not even need another block card. That being said, Charge Up's 2 temporary strength is better with more attacks, but we can get more attacks with the accelerate combos that we're starting to create with future plans and such. The more cards we can play in a turn, the more that we'll benefit from that temporary strength. Oh, also Ancient Construct synergizes with it. I didn't think about that. That's pretty good. You know what? I do think that we can beat this next elite fight with this plus the potion. So I'm going to take the charge up for Guardian as well as for future synergy. Okay, it is Lagavulin. These go in the discard? Yeah, they go in the discard. So I can just play Ancient Construct this turn. I guess I can wait to do this too. Please give me charge up. Okay, Incinerate I guess is okay. Like, we can gain the Dexterity now. We'll have these block cards available. Or will we? There's 7 in the draw pile, which means that we have a decent chance to whiff. And then we take a bunch of damage from Laga. As much as I want the Dex, I don't think we can get away with it. What we can do, though, is maybe put this into Stasis. Oh, but then it comes out in 2 turns, which is potentially when the temporary strength happens. I guess we don't need the Dex in this fight, because we have this already. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll start next turn. Especially because... Oh wait, no, we can accelerate out with Time Bomb if we draw it. Yeah. And we get the double benefits from both damage effects here, which is perfect. So I want to play Incinerate Charge Up, correct? And probably Curl Up? So we now have 4 Dexterity, that's great. Do I want more Strength, or do I want... I think we're going to be good on damage, so I don't need to play Strike for Strike. Yeah, I'll do the strength of the thing here. Okay. Alright, give me block. Well, that's... Wow, that's an awful draw. What the hell, game? I can't even enter defensive. Wait, yes I can. I can enter defensive. And I think it's worth it, too, because this is 28 damage, so we take 19. We do it this way, we take 18. Check this out. We self-damage. Then we enter defensive by taking the 8 from the burns. And then we take 10 from Laga. We put defend into stasis, just because. We also get 3 thorns damage, that's nice. We also get 10 bonus block next turn. We don't need to play Temporal Shield, so I'm not going to. In fact, I'm going to put it into stasis, since that's our best block card. Alright. Yeah, alright, Ancient Construct is doing things. Very surprisingly. Vajra is great. And there's our brace cards. There's also Stasis Strike, but I don't think we need that. As weird as that sounds. Even though we only have 2 stasis slots, we have taken plenty of Accelerate so far. Twin Slam, Time Bomb, Incinerate, Temporal Shield. Time Bomb goes away. We'll have to remember that for the future, but I still think it's fine. Brace is going to be super important. I think we take the Brace 8 card. Brace 6 for 1 energy is still pretty good, though. But I did mention the Curl Up combo before, and since we don't have Gear Up, that's actually relevant. Curl Up and Roll Attack. Curl Up plus and Roll Attack would be enough together. Yeah, I'll take the Roll Attack. Alright, what have we got? $18 and 7 is not enough, so we do have to do this. And I'm going to do this just to save some HP here. As opposed to, I guess, playing all attacks. Looks like we're entering defensive this turn. Do I want future plans? I guess so. We can put Curl up into stasis to get rid of it. We want to be able to redraw the defend. Oh wait, no, we didn't, because we're in defensive mode. Oh well, we win. Bobble Burst. It's early enough that that could be a very good, what do you call it? Investment. There's also Tourmaline. Tourmaline with Ancient Construct is significantly better than Tourmaline with debuff reduction, since it keeps all 4 stacks. That's actually somewhat tempting, especially because we have Strike for Strike. And also that's really, really good heart damage. And, you know, having the sustained damage from Tourmaline isn't bad either. Since it is a common, though, I'm going to opt to go with Bobble Burst, since we have plenty of time to make that work. It's going to be a dead card for a bit, but if we get like an energy gem from Guardian, then that would be great. And there's also other things, like we could just find a quartz and throw that in there. You're all dead. Very, very dead. Strike for Strike is back again. Overload is here. 4 energy, Ancient Construct, Overload. Also Guardian. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Alright, we don't even need to upgrade it, I don't think. We're going to upgrade the curl up so we can enter defensive when we want. As well as, I guess, have control over stasis. I don't think that's as necessary with Wanderbots. Giving us a 4th energy. Okay. I really want to play Ancient Construct here. That being said, we did also draw Incinerate this turn. Which means that we wouldn't be able to get the Dex anyway. This is 18 damage. This is 36, which gets Guardian very close to splitting. We drew a lot of our good attacks this turn. We have all 4 defense and charge up and temporal shield coming up. It might just be correct to do this. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. This is actually perfect. We can now play both of these and roll attack, and that gives us another card that we can use to block. I know we sacrificed future plans, but I think this is much more important. Oh, we can also play another attack. That's cool. You gotta step up your game, Guardian. Right now, I am the superior Guardian. No need to take damage in this fight. This is not a huge damage race. Please give me something good here. I have foregone all my scaling to do what I've done so far. That was a good turn. Defend in 2 turns. That's definitely what I want. Or now, I suppose. I suppose we could do it now. Well, oh, I could have accelerated it. Defend. I could still, actually. What's my draw pile like? That's a lot of block already. Alright, we'll do this. Can't put that in, it's ethereal. I could accelerate now, I don't see a reason to, though. We want to get this out next turn anyway. And we can put the accelerate card into stasis. There's a play. There's Ancient Construct. I think this is Overload. Oh, Curl Up solves any potential issues here. That's good. we have an Accelerate? We have Twin Slam. Now that I think about it, I would actually like to get this out so I can play some attacks. That would cost 1 energy, we get this. We play Curl Up on something, and I guess Charge Up? That's only 15 block. No, but then we enter defensive. This would be 19, we'd have to play an attack anyway. That's fine. We could put Roll Attack into Stasis. We could also just redraw it. Now let's put this in. With Incinerate, I think we actually get this out next turn. And let's keep a bunch of blocks since next turn is going to be a ×4 attack anyway. We could also put Bubble Burst in. I'm just going to put the Strike in so we can actually put something else into Stasis next turn. Oh, we only have a 50-50 to get the Incinerate. Yeah, because of the downside there. Alright, well, we were going to play every card here anyway. So no big deal, we'll just get some better stuff next turn. It's only 13. Okay, let's do this and put Strike into Stasis, and then if we get... Oh, we got Temporal Shield, so we get to play both of those. And that is enough damage exactly, that's 20. Awesome. Alright. It's weird how we've been playing Ancient Construct in normal fights, but then when we get to the boss, we never play it. Very strange. Second, no. Laser Turret, though. Is Laser Turret worth it? It's usually very good with Accelerate, but we're down on a Stasis slot here. I also kind of want to just... put our normal cards into Stasis and then accelerate them out rather than Laser Turret. Because we do have good damage already. I don't think we actually need something like Laser Turret to continue to do more. Although it is very strong, it could be one of those situations where leaning into more damage is actually the right play because it does so much damage. Man, if we had one more Stasis slot, I would absolutely take this compared to these two. Onyx still has uses. It may be a good idea to still take Onyx just because Ancient Construct is not a guarantee. And also Draw Order. It could be a potential target for Bobble Burst. We could put like a Dex gem in there. It's not like it would be useless. It's not like it would make Ancient Construct useless. It would still gain us 1 more Dexterity than if we had. If we hadn't played Ancient Construct, Bubble Burst would get us 3 Dexterity, 1 per Onyx. With Ancient Construct, the first Dex is eaten by the artifact, and then you get 2 more from Onyx on the next 2 uses. Is there a world where we take a second Ancient Construct? It's such an expensive card. I also don't know how double Ancient Construct interacts. I would expect it to give us 2 artifact at the start of the turn if we have no artifact. But it may trigger separately. It probably stacks, it's the same power. There is also the problem that if you have 1 artifact at the end of your turn, it does not go up to 2. It's if you have no artifact. So it's probably not a good idea to take this. It's too unwieldy, it's too expensive. Has that downside where you may not even be getting the value of the second one. Is it Laser Turret or Onyx? We have the ability to upgrade Incinerate for a little bit more Accelerate. Time Bomb unfortunately hits all cards in Stasis rather than the same card multiple times. Normally this would be good, but with Wanderbots not so much. We have future plans already. I don't really want to take an Onyx because it's kind of redundant, but it may also just be the best thing here. We're not guaranteed to find more Stasis slots, or want them, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to go with the Onyx. It's still going to be somewhat useful against, like, against Snecko, or... what do you call it? Chosen? Because those both team up here in turn 1, and the earliest that you can get artifact from Ancient Construct is turn 2. Okay, we are not taking Choker, so it's either Battery or Bowler Hat. And I'm very inclined to take the Bowler Hat here. We do have use for 5th Energy in this deck, but I don't think it's super important. I could be wrong about that. It may actually be a good idea to take a 5th Energy. We have limited stasis space, so the slimes here actually are bad. Because we can't juggle cards as efficiently. So getting just raw value from this, I think, is fine. I think both are valid here. I'm leaning towards the Bowler Hat, but I'm not 100% sure that it's better than a 5th Energy. Just feel like Bowler Hat's going to give us so much value. It's going to speed up how quickly we take out Act 2 enemies. Provides us some extra scaling for Act 3. It also gives us Last Stand, which is redundant with Ancient Construct and Onyx. Eh. So what do we do? We have a lot of expensive cards. I have noticed that if I want to play Ancient Construct, having 1 energy left is okay, but I would rather have 2. There have been a couple times where having 2 energy left would have made it very playable where it wasn't otherwise. Like on first turn of Guardian, being able to play Time Bomb Ancient Construct would have been the dream because of Akabeko. 5 energy with Overload is also insanely good. It's just a matter of can we deal with the slimes. On the first shuffle, we don't have to worry about them. We don't have to worry about slimes at all, which is a major upside of the Relic. But I'm worried about late game with that. Alright, I'm going to go with my gut. I think the downside of my gut is telling me that the downside of this is going to hurt us in the late game too much. So I'm going to go with the raw value of Tiny Bowler Hat to ramp up our strength in Act 2 and take an aggressive route. We can also do that because of Rigo Pillow. There's also this here. There's a 3 Elite 2 Campfire path. You'd love to see it. There's also a 3 Elite 1 Campfire path through the Super. Oh, and that one has the shop, which this one does not have. That's important. These two paths are essentially the same, it's just that the question marks are later on this one, so I want to do that later so that I have the ability to make an informed decision. Okay, I think not giving up a shop is very important for taking this path. And even though we give up a campfire, getting the Super Elite is actually really good. Heading into Act 3 gives us a lot more flexible pathing, which is good for taking more elites. So I think that will pay off in the long term. It might not, it depends on the map generation, but I think the safety is worth it. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break to use the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Alright, back to the game. I never noticed that there was pictures of enemies in here. Deca and Cultist. That's pretty cool. So, turn 1, we drew a couple block cards. That's great. I'm just now thinking about using Blessing of the Forge. That would give us another 6 block this turn. I don't think that's worth it, but it did remind me that using Blessing of the Forge on Study the Spire makes us gain a random upgraded boss card at the start of the next 3 turns. So that's a pretty big use of this potion. But speaking of using potions, we have a 40% potion chance. I'm going to keep an eye on these upcoming turns, see if I can find a use for one of these for some amount of HP, because 40% is pretty much within the range where I would like to use a potion and would hate to miss out on using one. I don't think Gambler's Brew is good enough to use here on this turn. I would like to use Future Plans, Temporal Shield, Defend, and Study the Spire, which only leaves these 2 cards to rotate out, and that's not a very high chance of getting block anyways. So we're going to do Future Plans, Temporal Shield, Defend, Study the Spire, and thankfully Strike does actually do enough damage to break Plated Armor here, so it makes the fights slightly easier. We got Onyx here too, that's cool. Let's do Incinerate first. Incinerate means that we can keep a Dexterity as well as reduce our Frail. Looks like we're going to be entering defensive mode here off of Avocado's attack. I don't think we want to play Strike for Strike, but thankfully the only other card to put into Stasis is Ancient Construct, so just keep it for one more turn, problem solved. And we even get Thorns damage out of this too. We also got Slime Crush, right. I think that means we just win this fight. Yeah, look at this damage. Insane. That's all from Tiny Bowler Hat. Garnet. Oh my god. I think that's going to be... I guess I could go in either Twin Slam or Bubble Burst. I'm actually kind of inclined to put it in Bubble Burst specifically, because third turn of Vulnerable is so good. There's also Vent Steam, which is funny, but I think Garnet outclasses it here by quite a bit. I'm going to take it. Also on 4 energy, the expensive cards that we now have, I don't mind having another loose gem so much. Lucky that we have Onyx in hand, huh? Do we want to use a potion here? I don't think so. Yeah, that only increases our damage and decreases the downside for next turn. I think we'll be fine with just 1 card less. Ooh, oh my gosh, we got Garnet Time Bomb? Are you kidding me? Goodbye. 73 damage. Hang on. That's 8 twice from Akabeko. 34. Plus 17, being the first vulnerable, is 51. plus 26 is 77? Didn't it do 73? No, 25, 76. I've already forgotten how much it was. Anyway. Repulsor, Floating Orb, Sentry Blast. Well, Sentry Blast is back now. I still don't think we care. I could be wrong about that. Maybe we do care. Weaken is very, very good. Floating Orbs. I don't think we need the damage scaling. Could this be the Repulsor pick? It would definitely be the Repulsor pick if I had the battery, but I don't. Might just skip this. I've been punished for taking early Repulsor before. But that was like Act 1 choices. It may be fine to do now. A key thing is that this is not as good against the heart anymore. It's got a little bit more utility against bosses. Act 3 bosses, all three of them use statuses. Although Donu Deka and Awakened One use ethereal statuses, Dazes and Voids. The best this would do is replace the card with a new card. It wouldn't provide more exhaust than we needed. I guess it's also good against Spear and Shield. It's not good against any of the Act 2 bosses. None of the Act 2 bosses have statuses. I'm feeling confident in this deck already. So I kind of want to take it. You know what? Let's do it. But what now? Do I maybe replace the Blessing of the Forge with the Flex Pot? Blessing of the Forge with Tiny Bowler Hat is good, but that would be a longer fight thing. We're not going to have a lot of long fights. Not until the boss. Hell, even, I don't think even Book of Stabbing would stand up to current Tiny Bowler Hat anyway. I think Gambler's Brew is still good in case we get a really, really bad hand. And Flex Potion's going to be really good with Time Bomb and our other attacks and Vulnerable. So yeah, I am going to trade the Forge out. It's a bit sad, but I think it is the right play. I did kind of want to use Forge on Study the Spire. But anyway. The only way I have to do more damage with Akabeko, I guess there's two ways, Time Bomb and Garnet. So let's not waste damage. Let's just use it. Oh god. Do I have a kill here? It'd be good if I had a kill here. This is 27, let's do that. Yeah, we have a kill. 37 is not hard to hit here, I don't believe. Could I hit both of these, though? Maybe I should have used the Flex Potion for that. I wasn't thinking that I could kill both, but now I'm actually considering it. Let's see. 6 and 14 is 20, 37 exactly. It's 3 energy. Plus 10. It doesn't look like we would have been able to do it. We would have been a bit short. No, wait, the Flex Potion would have given all these more. It still will. 15, 19, 22, 11. 15, 19, 22, 11. Yeah, we would have been able to do both. Damn. I wish I had thought of that. 19, 19, 22. Wait, hang on. 15 and 22 is 37. 19 and 11 is 30. Okay, we can still do it then. Right? 15, 22. This is 27 normally, this is 37 with the flex pot. So that means 19 and 11. Yes, okay. 15, 22. We'll do it this order so I don't take 3 damage. Okay. Phew. Glad I wasn't punished for that. That's nice. A second charge up goes well with our Ancient Construct. Scaling up strength twice as fast, I believe, is a good thing. Having another block card is certainly not a bad thing. I think our attack density is already pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty decent. We could maybe stand to use a bit more, but having this will certainly help. At least I'm pretty sure it will. Do we want other sources of strength, though? Like, are we looking for Ruby? I mean, I don't think we have a good slot for Ruby. We're already putting Garnet in Bauble Burst. We have another slot, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I guess Garnet, Ruby, Bauble Burst is not bad. You have to spend 2 energy for the extra strength, which isn't great, but it is augmented by Garnet. There's no other sources of temporary strength that I know of in the deck. You can always find a Flex Potion or get mutagenic strength from the Augmenter. Get Prismatic Shard into Flex. Yeah, these are all 3 of our remaining things are attacks, and even if we upgrade Twin Slam, that will also be an attack. So, as far as damage scaling goes, I think Charge Up is still good. And with the Dexterity, I don't mind taking another block card, so I will take that. Okay, with this path coming up, I may actually value a heal very much here. Just to top us off. Choose one of 20 cards is a very powerful effect, though. We haven't seen a rare this act yet, so I think this is affected by rare chance. Which means that we could see a decent number of rares in this. It's 47 HP enough for Burning Elite and another Elite. Maybe. Double Elite doesn't sound so bad. There's no hallway fights that we can see here. If this is a hallway fight, that would suck, but... Worst case scenario, we use defensive mode and then we get out of the fight. We have a good potion too. Alright, we'll go for cards. And there are no rares here. Great. Did I forget that we saw a rare? I don't think we saw a rare. There's another Garnet here, wow. Another Emerald may be good to go with our Incinerate. I could see myself putting that in. Like I said, Bauble Burst. Bauble Burst Onyx would get us another 3 Dexterity right off the bat. 4 with Ancient Construct. But I did want to put Garnet in there. I guess we could put Garnet in Twin Slam for 1 less. It's a bit strange. Do we have any other good cards here? No, there's like no good cards in this. Sheesh. Man, this really whiffed. I can't believe 20 cards whiffed this bad. We could also do Emerald and roll attack, Onyx and strike for strike. A bit of a weird one, but maybe not the worst. And then we could still put Garnet and Bauble Burst. I would be taking another loose gem before an Elite, though. Resilient Plate, still redundant with Onyx and Ancient Construct, but it braces 8 for 1 energy. And we are low on defensive mode. We're not low on block cards, though. Maybe I should be thinking that way. Yeah, that's probably how I should be thinking. Alright, I think Emerald is the best out of these cards. Maybe a Protocol, actually? Maybe a Protocol. Yeah, maybe that's the answer. Yeah, Emerald is a common. I'll go with Basic Protocol. Really wish I had taken that heal. Oh hey, it's Augmenter. So I guess mutagens? I could transform too, but I don't think we need to do that. I also don't think we need Jaxed. Yeah, let's go mutagens. Alright, let's beat this guy. This is a max HP focus stabbing. I think we're still good against this. But we do need to be careful. I think our play is actually Study the Spire, Time Bomb, Roll Attack. We enter defensive off the attacks, then we're good for the next 2 turns. And we do the maximum amount of damage. This is, 42? Yeah, it's a lot. Alright, hit me. I will take the hits. And then I will win the rest of the fight. Oh. I'm below half HP now, huh? Okay, let's do this then. I kind of want to keep the dexterity from this. But I also drew most of my block cards already. I guess I can still keep 1 with Onyx. That's probably good enough. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll gain the strength here. Yep. Okay, now we gotta worry about the next couple turns. I think I use Gambler's Brew now, actually. This is not a good hand. Get rid of these 3. Maybe get Garnet. Honestly, I could even get rid of Twin Slam, but that's still damage. I may have overestimated my ability to take these fights without a heal. I need to get back to my damage as soon as possible, so I do think I need to use Gambler's Brew on even defend. This is what I get for going for an Act 2. Are you fucking kidding me? Super elite. Alright. I need to survive this turn. I'm not sure I can. Oh my god. Well, that helps. In fact, I don't even need to do anything else here. Because between Slime Crush and Hexaburn, we're going to get this. That is very scary. I really hope that we can survive the next fight. I think we will absolutely be able to. It's just absolutely be able to. Maybe a stretch. Oh, that helps. Strawberry. And a weak potion, that helps too. Crystal Ray. It's currently at 16 damage, 18, 20, 24. Still not worth it, I don't think. We have the damage already. Alright, let's see what's in the shop. Waffle? That's a hand drill. Bottled Tornado is very interesting. Bottled Tornado on Repulsor. Ancient Construct. Bottled Tornado Repulsor makes our turn 2 against Sphere and Shield better, but our turn 1 gets worse, so it's kind of an even trade-off. Which means that it's bad overall for the rest of the game. We can upgrade future plans if we want that. I think we bottle Ancient Construct, weirdly enough. If we take that. But that also makes us really vulnerable to Slavers and Gremlin Leader, so maybe we can't actually afford to do that. I'm gonna take this explosive potion, I think. Hand drill. All the Ecto boss fights block. I've fought Automaton 3 times in a row, I'm pretty sure. I haven't fought Champ in a while, I don't think. Do I want to remove something like a strike here? Maybe I replace it with multi-beam just for the next fight? That's reasonable. As much as I want to take this for later, I don't think I can. Card remove multi-beam. For double AoE. With Akabeko, I think that actually does kill Slavers outright. Or at least 2 of them. 52 HP. Oh wait, no, we kill all of them because of mutagenic strength. Okay, yeah, that's a good reason to do it then. Am I absolutely sure I want to remove a strike? Yes. And we're going to buy the explosive pod, just in case. We're like gremlins. Could also buy one of these. Shield Charger's really good. It's probably worth buying a Shield Charger. With the Accelerate, it's not so bad against Slavers either. It's actually front load. Still feels risky though. I need to kill them fast, not block. I'm gonna go with we're leaving. Alright, let's survive this, please. Okay, this is, in theory, the easier fight, except for the fact that I'm getting attacked by all 3 of them on turn 1, and can only kill 1. And why did this turn have to be so bad? I don't need these. So incoming damage is currently 33. We could just block, but I think we want to kill one of these. It's probably just going to be Sneaky Gremlin. This is Mad Gremlin. It's a big waste of damage, but it's probably necessary. And if I need to, I can use this on a future turn anyway. I could also use this to save 6 HP right now, but I don't think that's worth it. Because 23, we take 10? Maybe it is worth it. I don't know what my potion chance is right now. She could attack in 2 turns. If she doesn't, though, this would be a very big waste. Alright, I'm just gonna take it. If she attacks in 2 turns, I'll use this then. We absolutely don't need to now. Incinerate. Into Strike for Strike kills this. If I play this now, this is 3 strength to both of these, so that's 23 exactly. And I can use Onyx again on Incinerate. Alright. We're gonna do it like this. Because I realize I have to play the curl up and put something into stasis no matter what the order is here. So... Actually... Thorns kills this if I let it. I lose 5 block for it, though. She's very unlikely to attack next turn, though, so let's just do this. Wait a minute, Incinerate gets this back out. Never mind. Forgot about that. Alright. Did not attack me. That's to be expected. Invincible does actually keep me alive at this amount of HP. I probably don't want to play Overload here. Because I want next turn to be good. Although if worst comes to worst, I do have Explosive Pot. Of course they are the big... Well, I'm glad that we got fucking Invincible. Jesus Christ. So we're going to take 10 damage, and then we're also going to get the additional brace of everything else here. So maybe want to maximize the amount of brace I get. I could just play this for 2 energy. Then that gets these 2 as mad as possible, so that when they hit me, I go down to 2 HP. I enter defensive, I gain a bunch more brace from everything else. I have Time Bomb next turn, too. Okay. I think that sells it then. Because having the AoE next turn is very useful. So that means I'm going to go Strike Twin Slam on Gremlin Leader. Do I maybe go Strike Future Plans? We still have to survive the rest of the fight. And she still has a lot of HP. Yeah. Alright, so they get 4 strength apiece. This goes into stasis. We're going to gain 4 strength next turn. I really hope I get Curl Up, because I would like to keep all this block. Oh god, alright. We have Onyx in hand, we can... Okay, that helps quite a bit, actually. And we can Future Plans Multi-Beam for a kill next turn. Yeah? This is 21. Oh, we have Hexaburn. Okay. We're fine then. Oh, but we have also Curl Up. Okay, that's really funny. Alright, survived with 2 HP. If I hadn't gotten the Invincible or the Strawberry, I'd be dead. Entropic Brew. Amethyst Ruby. Okay, I think Garnet Amethyst Bobble Burst is really good. Only problem would be the heart if I draw it on a buff turn. Then I can't apply the vulnerable. I did think about this Ruby possibility, but came to the conclusion that we can't use it. So I do still think we take the Amethyst, I just have to be careful about when I use it. Do I want Entropic Brew more than I want a Weak Potion or an Explosive Potion? That's a good question. I think both of these potions are very good. Explosive Potion just went down in value, though. Because I never ended up using it against Leader. So we only have a 50-50 of hitting slavers. It may still be important there, though. Maybe the weak potion's not good. That's still good against Book of Stabbing. Alright, since we know what these are, I think that is better than 2 random potions, because random potions can be useless stuff like Carla's potion. Let's go here. Oddly Smooth Stone, I'll take that. I'm absolutely resting here, but first, we gotta figure out where these are going. First question is, am I absolutely certain I want the Garnet and Bauble Burst? Or do I want the opportunity to use Onyx in it? I think the answer is, Onyx is fine as a one-use. If we were fighting Collector, I would definitely think about just putting Onyx in Bauble Burst, to be honest. But we're not. We're fighting Automaton, which doesn't debuff you at all. And we can still use Ancient Construct for permanent buff scaling. I guess the next question would be, where is Amethyst going? But I think this Vulnerable will help a lot, especially against our next elite fight. So yeah, we're going to put this in Bauble Burst. We only have 2 left. Amethyst could go in Roll Attack. I think we want to wait to put it in Twin Slam or Bauble Burst. I think I'm going to put Onyx in Strike for Strike, though, since that is a card you play last in a turn most of the time. And also, you want to be able to pair it with other cards, so cheap cost is better than 2 cost. Like, for example, Overload, Strike for Strike. Alright, we're going to leave the Amethyst out for now, and we're going to rest, because we are really low on HP. Ooh. We removed 2 strikes already. Well, healing is nice, but is it worth it? I really hate this about bites, that you get 5 of them. It's so bad. Give me 3 of them instead. It really hurts to try and even evaluate this, because the thought that taking 5 bites when you've already removed 2 strikes is absolutely disgusting to me. I can't. I'm about to find a mod that gives you 3 bites instead of 5. I think Time Bomb, Curl Up on Overload, and Charge Up is the play here. Let's get as much... I could have accelerated a card. Oh well. Oh, she's doing the, or they're doing the vulnerable turn 1. That's not good. Can we kill this? Roll Attack, Incinerate, Twin Slam. That's 31, 39, not quite. Not even with Explosive Pot. We do enter defensive though, which is important. Incinerate kills this. I'm going to start with Incinerate, I think. Or actually Chrono Boost. Then we are going to play Roll Attack. I guess this keeps me block for next turn. But this gives me damage now, which I can maybe use to kill next turn. 30... I would need to do 17 damage next turn with 1 strength. It's possible. We have Strike for Strike, Multi-Beam, Bauble Burst, 2 strikes. We have Explosive Potion if things go wrong. We could be looking at a... What is it at this point? 27 damage attack next turn. If if I play this, we have 16 block for the 27. How many block cards we have in here? Just these 3? Also, oh no, we have 4. So we have 16 out of 27. We need another 11. Looks like we have 1 permanent dexterity right from this. So blocking 11 would only require 2 of these. And you block most of it with just 1. You take 5 sometimes. Versus taking 2 now. Oh wait, did I already factor in this? 27, I did, so I do need 17 no matter what. With 1 strength, that's any 2 attacks, as long as it's not 2 strikes. That seems like a low possibility. I guess multi-beam is a possibility. So that's already a 1 in 3 to hit. Yeah, I don't think that gets much better. We're going to go the defensive route. I could have played Overload to make an informed decision. That would have been funny. I'm still hexed. Let's play Last Stand then. No, let's play Strike for Strike. Since that actually reduces debuffs without playing that. Oh, that also got rid of my vulnerable. Oh right, they don't even have to do the single attack. That's still... I guess that's still important to calculate because it's the worst case scenario. Anyway, we're going to do damage because nothing else is relevant. 12? Are you... Okay, we have multi-beam. Okay. Essence of Steel, still not what we want. Another roll attack. The brace is good, but not good enough, I don't think. For 2 energy. Orb support? No. Alright. It is the Slaver, so please give me multi-beam. That's not multi-beam. In fact, I'm gonna wait and not even play the strike, I don't think. I'm not even gonna play the defend because that puts me into defensive if I don't. Alright, looks like we're taking 20 here then. Unlucky first draw. 24, actually. We're gonna have to rest again. Looks like. Where are my good cards? Have I been doing too bad with the cards I've been taking? Would I even play multi-beam here if I drew it? Not like I have much else in hand to play, so I'll do it. Okay, 42, huh? This is 25 for 1 less energy. Wait, this is Shaper's Blessing. 48. So that kills 2 outright. Okay. That's good. That's good. May not even have to use the potion after all. Yep. Cool. Toxic Egg. Amber's back. Interesting. Amber in roll attack is absolutely acceptable, since that gets you a card for free sometimes. Tourmaline's back. I don't think we care about Tourmaline. But I take an Amber going into this next fight. We have good potions. It's not gonna... Actually, neither of them are very good against Spirit Guardian. Huh. I'll take an Amber. We have enough card draw that's gonna be useful, even unsocketed. Oh, we got the Cultists. Interesting. I'm going to do the same thing I did before, but I'm going to put Strike into Stasis and Amber it, just so that we can play it next turn if we don't hit. We got Multi-Beam. We're below half HP, so we gain another 3 Strength. This already kills, though. It's 56. Sorry, 60. And now it's 72. Alright, cool. Glad I took the multi-beam. Cultist Potion. That's actually great against Automaton. I think I will replace Explosive Pot. It's 50 gold down the drain, but I think overall worth it. Piercing Hide. Nah. It's a block card, it gives temporary thorns, but I think we're a little bit oversaturated in our deck right now, so I'm going to skip. I'm going to rest here. Amber and roll attack. Alright, now we have no open slots. That means we rest. Man, this Regal Pill has been coming in clutch. Probably the best Regal Pill I've ever had. Then again, it's kind of scary that it has to be that in the first place. Alright, let's do some stuff. Let's drink this. Gonna play this. If I curl up something and then play Roll Attack Incinerate, it comes out immediately, so I guess we just do it once. I am going to do the damage here, though. Okay. That comes out next turn. Oh, we're defensive already. That was not a good idea, I guess. Ooh. Remove all block and apply 3 Weaken Vulnerable. Weaken Vulnerable would be nice, but early Artifact Strip means we can get Bobble Burst and play very fast. Do I choose to play Ancient Construct here, or do I play Time Bomb for early damage? $24 times 9/8. No, 24 times 9/4 is 54. So it doesn't quite kill them. I think getting the scaling in play is really important. We do still have multi-beam coming up. This is going to take Bubble Burst. Okay. We're going to leave that at 0 cost since we're not taking any damage right now. Please give me multi-beam. Okay, maybe this is still good enough. We did not hit it, but that's okay. We're going to play Charge Up, Future Plans. We're going to put Twin Slam in, I think. The extra Accelerate's going to be nice. Actually, whatever we put in is coming out next turn, so let's put in a Defend. We have Invincible, but I want to use that on Hyper Beam, if anything. Okay, Evasive Protocol, got it. Okay, so now we have another... Oh, wow. We got another You Are Mine. I was wondering if that would happen. That's great. This only needs 3 energy to work. 9 plus 6 is 15. We take 3. It's good enough for me, I guess. Do I play Charge Up in any world? No? Alright. So we don't need any of these right now, but having them out is good. With the Accelerate we have, I think we can afford to put Bubble Burst in. I don't know if we need to. No, we need to. By the time this comes out, the Vulnerable is going to be relevant again, so let's put this in. And here's some Accelerate right now. I guess we do Incinerate for more Dexterity. Can we get rid of Time Bomb now? No, we can still get the Accelerate All value out of this. So I'm going to just do this. And doesn't look like we have any Accelerate coming out next turn, but we could draw one with Overload. So I guess I should put a Defend in case we can full block Hyper Beam somehow. This is already all of my energy. I have 3 dexterity, which is nice. Now let's do this. There's roll attack. We would have hit it. Wow. $17 and 8 is 25. So we still take. So we still go over the invincible limit. All right. I guess we play roll attack strike then. Wait, roll attack curl up puts me in defensive. That's 18. Still not enough. And then next turn we just have. I guess we still have defensive mode? It depends. Let's just do the damage. We have Ritual and Tall Strength, we're gonna be fine. Alright, we win. Okay. Citrine. That's a perfect gem for Bubble Burst. Or Twin Slam. Revenge Protocol. More brace per turn is good. I think Citrine's better, though. We can put it in either Twin Slam or Bubble Burst. And then we can make a decision about which one gets Amethyst as well. It's probably going to be Bubble Burst. And then this gets... yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually. No, wait. Both of these cover weaknesses. But this doesn't put extra cards in hand, so I guess you need the extra block. And we don't need the vulnerable as much with Tiny Bowler Hat. You can sometimes get Your Mind from it, as we just saw. Alright, I'm going to go Citrine. And we do have extra energy options. Although, Philostone by this point in the game is a bit worse. Sozu, we have a weak potion for the rest of the game. How often do we need potions at this point? Do we still want 5 energy? We could just take Calling Bell and call it a day. I think 5 energy would still do a lot for us. It's just that the downsides are not amazing. Philostone hurts a lot against the heart, even if it doesn't affect anything else very much. This is the kind of thing you take to survive the next portions of the game. And then hopefully find a solution by late game. Sozu is just bad all the time, honestly. Unless you really don't have to rely on potions. I guess we don't have to with Regal Pillow. I don't really see a way that we survive the Act 4 Elite with potions. I guess the defensive mode potion would be good. But if we get attacked turn 1 by both, then we can just enter defensive with damage. The weak potion's not a bad potion to have going into Sozu. We can just use that whenever. I think Calling Bell would be a mistake here. I think we do actually want the 5 energy. And as much as it scares me to take Sozu, I think this is the right play. So I'm going to take it. Alright. With that, I'm going to take a break before heading through Act 3 and going into Act 4. Let's see, taking the super elite payoff. There's a 3 elite route here with 1 campfire. There's a 2 elite with 3. There's a 2 elite with 4 campfire routes. That's interesting. And there are shops before both of those. It looks like whatever elite. It looks like whatever elite we chose, we'd have a good path. So I guess it didn't pay off. I am also just now noticing crossing over here gets me 3 elites, 3 campfires, which is insane. So that's probably the path I'm going to go when I come back. So see you in a sec. Alright, we are back. I have decided to mark out this path specifically, as this does give us the 3 elite, 3 campfire route, and also gives us a shop here. I think I will be doing my usual, going for as many question marks as I can beforehand, as Act 3 events are usually pretty good. Falling can work, can backfire. Most of the time it's good for me, so I want to take it. And then there's the 2 rare relic events, so I'm just going to stick with that. Multi-beam? No, of course not. Alright. That's almost a full block, but not quite. I suppose... what do you call it would work too. That's not it. We have 3 strength, so this is 21 normally, which means 31 is actually... okay. 19. I thought it was 18 damage, but I was wrong. Let's do this. Alright. Vent Steam, Second Repulsor, or Polybeam Plus. We do have Strength Gain, and we are very notably missing multi-attacks from this deck. So, is it finally a good idea to take Polybeam Plus? I think it very well could be. What's our boss's act? Is it Donudeka? No, that's Time Eater. So we even want to lean away from the Stasis combo world a little bit. Just a little, though. Yeah, double repulsor is not worth it. We don't need Vent Steam with Bubble Burst and Tiny Bowler Hat. I'm going to take this. I wonder how good we are going to be at the various elites of this act. I don't think we're going to be in any kind of big trouble, but you never know. Alright, we need to draw some block cards here. We're going to be taking a bunch of damage here. Looks like it's going to be exactly 11 damage, which means roll attack does not put us into defensive. But it does get us close. Unfortunately, only close enough for Curl Up to get us in. Which we could do already. Alright, let's get some Bolt. Maybe we can kill this next turn. Oh, it's not even multi-attacking. That's good. Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's still fine, though. This one won't have block next turn, so I think it's fine to do this as is. That is multi-attacking. We have that though, which is good. We don't have future plans in place, we might as well play everything. This is 21 times 2, 42. We're 3 short. We're also, unfortunately, a bit short of a kill, so that would just make us take 3 more damage. Am I going to get multi-beam, though? Maybe? No? Neither multi-beam nor time bomb today? I have to wait till tomorrow. If I attack this, what's the odds that this kills this? It would need to be 4 hits? Yeah, no. Alright. Let's get a kill. Actually, preferably 2 kills. That's 30. Okay. Another protocol. I have been taking a couple protocols recently as backup brace, and it's been working out. We do not have very much. It's probably a good idea to take a second one. Alright. Events. We got falling. Polybeam, Repulsor, Curl Up. I think Repulsor is the weakest out of all these. We don't need it. It was kind of a early speculative pick. Curl Up and Polybeam are both important, so goodbye Repulsor. Double shop in a row, not my favorite thing in the world. Permanent strength, though, with Clockwork Souvenir, Mutagenic Strength. Maybe that is my favorite thing. Yeah, we don't have room for a Dex gem anywhere. If I buy Clockwork Souvenir card remove, I'm not going to have room for anything in the next shop. The extra strength is worth it, though, in my opinion. If I buy this, I don't think I'll have enough for a common or shop relic in the next shop anyway, so I might as well spend my gold here. Can't buy a potion in the next shop either. I mean, I could just buy the card remove next shop. I could buy the good instincts. That may even be better. Another block card to go with our dexterity scaling. And it's free. Having a proper block system seems important. I don't think I'm going to pay 98 for that. I think I'd better get a card remove. Let's see. Exploit gems for exactly 151. I can buy my Repulsor back. That's funny. I can also buy a Time Bomb instead of a card remove. These past few fights have not been kind to me with Time Bomb multi-beam placement, but I still think it'll be fine. The Panacea here, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, let's go card remove. Get rid of another strike. Do I want the Repulsor or no? Time Eater. Slimes on Time Eater, like, Time Eater's already reducing your draw each turn. Well, not each turn, but whenever it does the big hit. Reduces your draw for 2 turns. Slimes do not help with this at all. Excuse me. So this may actually be the time to take this. Sure, why not? It's not like we have another shop coming up anytime soon. Okay, Repto's here. This is 21, this is 18. And 18 is 27. Alright. Alright. Let's not die, please. Okay, Repto is attacking. Atoma Beam just in time. That's pretty cool. I am going to just play that. So we have 6 block in hand, which means we take 26. Sheesh. I have Regal Pillow, though. It might still be better to save the weak potion. We're going to enter defensive mode off this. With weak potion, we save 8 HP right now, and then she could resummon twice in a row. Even if she attacks next turn, though, we're pretty safe, thanks to defensive mode. Actually, it's only 10 block. We've drawn 2 of our block cards already. We got defense and charge up. That's a tough one. It might just be better to do this. I think her odds of attacking are actually somewhat high. So I take 18 instead if I use this here. I might want to use this against like Nemesis or Giant Head though. I think those are compelling reasons because this has a good chance of not attacking me. Meanwhile, those 2 other ones are, they have much higher chances of attacking. So I'm just going to take the full hit. That hurt. And yeah, if we had used that, we would have lost out on this turn. So that's a thing. We're going to put Multi-Beam back in. We're going to wait until we're not weak. We're going to get bonus damage. We're going to have Vulnerable. Wow. Atoma Beam really coming in clutch here. In fact, I think we just have a kill again. Yeah, so this would have been kind of wasted. Only 8 HP saved. I think we can do better than that. Tricky's Bolster Rod. That's awesome, actually. Aquamarine. We don't have the slots for that. I don't think we want either of these either. I might have to rest for this. Although I do want upgrades to get the gems into place. I think 2 fights in a row. Just need to take the 39 HP. Yeah. It's just how it's going to go. At least we won't have to wait in between these fires to put a gem in. Okay. We now have an extra strength from Broken Tooth. I think this is a great time to use Curl Up on Charge Up. And then accelerate it. We enter defensive with that. I forget that that happens, because we barely have any brace. Help. We do have future plans in play. Do I want to waste time with Multi-Beam, or do I just want to play it? This only upgrades by 1 damage. Unupgraded, so I'm just going to leave it. Let's do some other stuff here. I have no idea how much Time Bomb's going to do. I can probably take a guess. 10 strength, right? That's normally 18. So 28 then weakens down to 21. That's about correct. Then another 10, I guess. No, hang on. 28, 38, then weaken is 28. Weaken is 21, so it is actually accurate. That's weird, if that's the case. That's really weird if that's the case. I'm going to go this. 21? Oh yeah, there's also slow. I think it was around that. Alright, Twin Slam goes in. And now we face the consequences of our actions. Never mind, actually. We have Invincible. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm just going to gain all the brace I can here. Overload. Let's see, 2 turns from now, huh? I guess 1 turn with Twin Slam. We're only going to have 20 block next turn, so we might as well get some more. And notice I didn't use the weak potion here. It's because we're going to be losing 10 HP no matter what, so we want to get as much brace as possible. Citrine for next turn? That kind of makes sense, actually. Let's just leave. Let's just save that. Alright, Hexaburn, do your thing. 72 damage. Another clutch invincible, by the way. I should be more grateful for that. Oh, overload. Perfect timing. That's why I kept the Citrine. See, I have 5 energy in hand. I want to be able to do these for as much damage as possible, so I want to play 3 energy worth of cards. Do I have the block to block this if I do that? 9 and 11 is 20, 30, 38. So I have to do Incinerate before this to gain as much block as possible. Or 20, 30, 38, 46. Yes, we have to do Incinerate first, and then all of this. We'll put Strike for Strike in, and the next turn if we can make some kind of stasis combo happen, we'll probably have a kill very easily. Yeah, check this out. Since it's a 0 cost, we can use that last. Great. 10 damage lost. 10 HP lost? Stasis Strike. We have so much Accelerate that we have not been having trouble with stasis slots. So I think we actually pass on this now. We also pass on these two. Alright. What relic are we missing out on? Dark Face Urn? That's sad. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. I think I had the opportunity to key this, but I took it. It's been useful. It's given me 60 HP, wow. What about here? We got an event, we got a... Was Broken Tooth the... I don't remember which one this was. Well, 3 useful relics offered to us. It's better to take the earlier ones. Oh boy, Polybeam. Yeah, we gotta rely on Polybeam to try and take out these daggers. That was pretty good. That was exactly what you like to see. Alright, give me something good here. Shaper's Blessing? It's something. 25 damage will, in fact, kill a dagger. Gain 8 brace from this. Gain 13 block. So we kill this, we block. Take 15? We can use the plated armor then. Okay. So I want to play both the powers here and the Bubble Burst and the Multi-Beam, so in order to do that I have to play Bubble Burst on the dagger. Because 15 is not enough to kill this by itself. Actually, I can full block this and then use multi-beam next turn because I have future plans. I guess that means I could have attacked Repto. That's even better because multi-beam, we're going to need that next turn to take on the daggers. Alright. It's a lot of vulnerable and weak. We want 24 block here. That will do it because we have plated armor. So that means we can just play this for the full 5. I think I'm going to because this gets Reptomancer within range of a kill. Which means we don't have to use Repulsor even though we have wounds in the discard. We only have 1? Wow. Better than I thought. This kind of sucks though. We're weakened. Alright. Maybe we can get a kill though. Hang on. Yeah, it looks like we got a kill. Boom. I could have also used Strike for Strike since it had the Onyx to clear the weaken. I shouldn't forget that. Red Candle's awesome. Body Crash. Unexpected. I don't think we want it, but it's here. I also don't think we want Frag Gem or Time Bomb. That was our last delete of the X, so we don't have to carry about AoE pretty much anymore. I guess except for hallway fights. We're still at very healthy amounts of HP, so I'm going to upgrade Bubble Burst first. I think we are going to stick with Amethyst in the Bubble Burst and Energy in the Twin Slam. Am I absolutely sure about that? I am not. My reasoning was that there's a less need for Amethyst to go into Twin Slam because it will be getting cards out of stasis. But there's also but I also always want to play this for vulnerable, and there's plenty of times where this could just be bad. And I don't want to play this on a heart buff turn. So maybe we do upgrade this first, and I want to put the Amethyst in first because a loose energy gem is still useful with the amount of energy that we have in this deck. Alright, I'll do it. Amethyst will go in here. I think this is the safer play. Oh. Oh. Well, you got a relic. Guess we could have taken... If I had known this was a relic, then we could have taken the Birdface turn. Be a lot more healing than Blood Vial, let me tell you. Alright. We're going to upgrade Bobble Burst now. And by the next fire, we'll have that ability to suck it. Alright, 7 strength. We can absolutely take this on with 7 strength. 8 strength. This is a turn 1 thing. We can put something into stasis, and then accelerate it. So we have 8 permanent strength, right? That means that this is the strongest. Even without the vigor, that's still 50 damage. Which is enough to solo next turn. Without Vigor, this is 16 plus 18, which is 34 next turn. So I think we just want to use the Vigor on Time Bomb. Then curl up Polybeam for next turn. Oh wait, this enters defensive again. Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't have accelerated then, because we're going to have a lot of block for this turn. Give me more strength? Yeah. Oh, we can future plans the Polybeam. That works. Yeah, check this out. I've been noticing that Ancient Construct has been down quite far in the draw order so far. Not sure how I feel about that. This handles this turn right now, so I'll do that. I don't want to be attacked. So I'm going to put Strike for Strike into stasis. Oh, we're also going to have Soul Burn on turn 6. I'll have to remember that. I won't have to prepare too much. Last Stand. Well, there's the Accelerate. I don't have any temp buffs this turn. I guess I should just use this then. This is almost all of the damage this turn. I guess we could put Multi-Beam into stasis. We have plenty of strength, plenty of energy. Yeah. Yeah, this is plenty. The more hits we do, the better. Because that's more Soul Burn with Red Candle. Now we just need to do our remaining 74 damage or so. Ain't good enough? Kind of? Oh, we have plenty of dexterity. Because of defensive mode. Very nice. Nice. Overblocked by 20. Very good. I wasn't paying attention to the HP there, but that felt like it was a lot of damage. Okay, with how much Accelerate we have, I think pre-program is absolutely defensible here. Makes me wish we took a gem, but we have one more opportunity in the shop, I suppose. Oh wait, no we don't, because that comes after the campfire. Forgot. Shield Charger. No, I'm still going to just take this. Stasis is important, and we have plenty of Accelerate. Alright. Citrine in the Bobble Burst. And Recall. Alright, now we gotta beat 2 bosses with 50 HP. Well, I guess 54. Ooh, that's a very early Ancient Construct. That's very nice. Bit of an energy problem, though. And I'm immediately punished for putting energy in this. Not putting energy in this. But if I hadn't, then I wouldn't have the Amethyst anyway, so it cancels out, I guess. I'm going to Ancient Construct, then double Twin Slam, and study the Spire. One play of Twin Slam is the same as a defend, it lowers it by 6, so pairing the damage is important. I could also play Evasive Protocol. You know what? Playing this power maybe, I think, is more important than not taking as much damage this turn. Let's see, we take 12. We gain 3 brace next turn. That means that either roll attack or curl up will put us into defensive. That's kind of important. We're always playing this. Yeah, keeping up our block this whole fight is going to be really important, so I'll take the 12 here. Alright, 8 times 3 is back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have a lot of energy next turn, so I want to save as many card plays as I can for it. Which is going to be 4, unfortunately. But maybe we'll make it work anyway. Oh, the fact that it's debuffing is actually really good for us. So, what to play this turn? We used Artifact on Strength, so we can't keep Dexterity. That kind of sucks. I guess that means Invincible, Slime Crush, Charge Up, Reprogram. And now what do we put into stasis, is the question. Would like to play Repulsor and Bubble Burst. Multi-beam could go in. Very notably, we are using Artifact next turn on the Strength here. This applies before we gain the Artifact at the start of our turn. So Overload is actually not usable next turn. I did say I wanted to play Repulsor, but I can't sacrifice 2 draw. I'm going to wait for an Artifact turn to use this. We're going to do it like that. Alright, now I'm going to take a bunch of damage, right? 15 times 3, that's blockable. Absolutely blockable. Oh, especially with Strike for Strike. Do I gain Strength or Plated Armor this fight? Well, once I play Strike for Strike, we go to exactly 30 block, and Time Eater goes to exactly 30 damage. Doing as much damage as possible is definitely a strategy for this fight. Maybe we end it super fast. I feel like Plated Armor is definitely the smarter move, though. Just to handle the just in case. Do we split this turn? Hang on. We do this first. 16 damage. Then we play Strike for Strike, which is... let's see, 12 plus 13 is 25. Plus 3, 28. So this does go up by 1 more. Wait, no, we have 2 strength, right? So I said this was 18? Am I correct about that? Yes, I think so, because that would be 24. Yeah, 10 plus 14, 24, so that's 18. And then plus 2 strength, this would be 27. Plus 3 is 30. So 18 plus 30 is 48. We then have 5 energy, because we gain 3, lose 1. Plus 2. Gain 3, lose 2, lose 1. We have 2 more strength and we're no longer weak, which means that this is 19. Plus vulnerable is 28 times 5, 140. 140 plus 48, correct? 188. Minus 20, 168. 408 minus 168 is 240. Are you serious? That splits exactly. Wow. And then we don't have to worry about blocking next turn. That's actually insane. Okay, that's our play. Check this out. $240. And unlike Champ, I think Time Eater splits at exactly half, rather than below. Okay, I was wrong. That's fine, though. We have draw this turn. Alright. This means that we can actually maybe get a kill instead as well. We can use future plans on multi-beam. I think the biggest thing, though... Ooh, we only have 6 cards. I guess multi-beam might be all we need. Next turn. How do we block this turn? Is it just this? Three damage, okay. So that goes to 20, right? We have 5 energy. Oh, we get even more because of Bubble Burst now. So this is 30 times 6, 180, plus 36. That's a kill. Look at this. We didn't even factor in the Soul Burn. Wow. I think that was only 2 time meter time warp cycles. So that was a total of 24 cards played to win the fight. That's really, really low. We did, however, take damage? How did we take so much damage? Right, turn 1, we took 12. That's right. Okay, I'm seeing some problems here. Looks like we're gonna have to take some damage. Thankfully we have Turkey's Bolster Rod to help us out. We also have Incinerate Defend. Can we take exactly 12? We can. 12 plus Brace 8 would be enough, so we don't play Incinerate first. Oh no, we do, so we can play Strike for Strike. Because we don't have enough energy to play Repulsor, so might as well. We're also going to strip Artifact like crazy, that's pretty cool. What else did we do to just... Why is there only... Oh, right, that's Dexterity, that's not Strength. We use Clockwork Souvenir on the mutagen. There's no need to put vulnerable on one turn of vulnerable on Deca by playing this here. Red Candle will strip 1 artifact. 2 vulnerable will clear the other 2 artifact, and then 1 vulnerable will apply. But we have no attacks, so might as well just go here. Clear the artifact and then put all the vulnerable on Donu and the damage. We have Chrono Boost from Time Eater, so we want to play every card. Although, blocking next turn is also important since we're in defensive, so... Not like this is a huge brain play or anything. Okay. Invincible's nice. I'm going to take Ancient Construct. 24 damage is a lot, but we still have next turn. We're always playing Evasive Protocol. I guess we play Future Plans here. And I think I want damage more than I want the second one. Alright. Worst that can happen here is we take 10 damage. Can we do better? This is 15, 20 out of 36, so no, we always take 10. That means that we also don't want to do the plated armor because we'll lose some immediately. We want to do as much damage as possible. I guess we put this into stasis instead of playing it. I could have done the same thing with the other card, but I guess we keep 2 strength this way. Alright, I'm glad that end of act heals exist. Alright. Pre-program, huh? Okay. 21? Nice. Let's do this, and then we'll do pre-program. See what we get. What can we accelerate? Twin Slam? Well, we're probably just going to put multi-beam into stasis here with Future Plans. So no need for that. And we're going to kill Donu next turn, so no need to put one of these in either. You could just put the Incinerate in for extra damage. Sure. Okay, cool. That was a full block as well. Do I care about Evasive Protocol here? No, but I think I care about Charge Up. Actually, 20 damage might be worth more than 2 permanent strength at this point. I would have to attack 10 times for that to happen, and I think we have way too much damage. So let's just play multi-beam. I think we even don't care about more defense for next turn. Deck is already so far down. Just need to get the last part of the kill. Which is Temporal Strike, Charge Up, Twin Slam to get extra strength, and then Polybeam. Alright, we have survived the double boss. I think we had a good chance against Awakened one just out of the principle that we do a lot of damage, but it's still kind of scary if we had hit that one. And honestly, I'm kind of scared of Act 4. One thing to notice, always check for this whenever you're going into Act 4. I have Meal Ticket. Usually you have to make a decision about whether an upgrade at the first fire is worth the HP you're missing. So would it be worth it for me to upgrade and miss out on 16 HP, or I guess 14? The answer is yes. The answer is normally no, but because of Meal Ticket, the answer is yes. This plus this will heal us to full. So what do we want to upgrade? Probably Future Plans. Future Plans seems like a pretty important upgrade. It does make us worse in the Shield and Spear fight, though. That's a pretty big deal. I don't know what to do about Shield and Spear. I guess we could take a look at our options here. All of these are just numbers, so is Strike for Strike. This gives us 2 Artifact, but the only thing that can happen to us on turn 1, Artifact-wise, is Shield hitting us with the -1 Focus or Strength. So it's a 50-50 to even be relevant. You could also have Overload turn 1 or Incinerate, but you're not playing Overload with 2 energy left. And Incinerate is only block for... is only 2 block per block card. And what you're really worried about are the burns. Future Plans upgrade. That actually kind of makes sense. You can keep a block card for next turn, and then accelerate it out with our many sources of Accelerate. Incinerate, Temporal Shield, Roll Attack, Time Bomb. Is there any more? Yes, there's Twin Slam. Yeah, we have a lot of sources of Accelerate. So having Future Plans may not actually be that bad. We could use Shield and Spear to enter defensive on turn 1, should we lose enough HP, and get enough brace from the other cards. Temporal Shield, Charge Up are just numbers. I was considering upgrading Charge Up at some point whenever we got our first Charge Up a lot earlier, but now I'm seeing that that's not even necessary. We were gaining so much strength, and we have Mutagens, Red Candle, and Tiny Bowler Hat. This is numbers. This is a debuff reduction. Not necessary. I don't think it helps on turn 1 either. I guess it would help on turn 2 to not have a 2-card turn 2, since there's 2 burns always, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I don't think either of the Evasive Protocol upgrades do anything. The Multi-Beam upgrade, we don't do enough damage for that to be relevant, and Repulsor would only just make it slightly more playable. So all things considered, Future Plans, it looks like, is actually the upgrade. It's the only thing that can potentially help us turn 1, really. And it helps against the heart. Alright. We can also remove a card. Cauldron in the shop with a Sozu. Oh yeah, we have a Weak Potion. That'll be good against the heart. Smoke Bomb. Garnet would have been nice to socket, but we don't have the opportunity anymore. I was talking earlier, I think, in this episode about Act 1 campfire placement in downfall mode. Being at the beginning of the act instead of the end to let you socket a gem. It might have been this episode, it might have been the previous episode. But I'm just now realizing that Act 4 is kind of the same way. You go through the Act 4 elite fight, then the shop, then you get your campfire. That actually lets you socket at the last moment. I actually prefer the act layout that way, but this is this way because, this is supposed to be the hardest challenge of the game, and they are not holding back. This planning is actually not terrible. I was thinking about some other way to put stuff into stasis. I guess since we took pre-program, that's enough. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the card remove here. Can't take potions with Sozu. We have more than enough damage. Let's bring up our safety and consistency. Alright, this is it. We got the bad pattern. I wanted the attack so that we can enter defensive for next turn. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's going to be feasible. Unless I guess we could get a brace card next turn. In fact, we can make that happen by if we get it into stasis with reprogram and play Time Bomb. So let's do that. No brace here. Okay. We don't want to do multi-beam. We're going to play Time Bomb right after this. What we can do is we can play Temporal Shield. Or we can pick Temporal Shield. That way, since this card is out of reach of our next... Oh, wait, this is... Oh, man. I forgot, we're only drawing these 3 next turn because of the burns. Okay, so different plan. We play Future Plans, put Charge Up into stasis. At the end of the turn. At the beginning of the turn, we're going to put Temporal Shield in, play Time Bomb to accelerate it once. Then we'll Future Plans Charge Up. We'll Future Plans to put Charge Up into stasis. Next turn hits, Temporal Shield comes out of stasis, and then we can accelerate this Charge Up out too. That should give us enough block to not be completely screwed. We do have to think a little bit about the math here, though. This turn, it looks like I'm going to be taking 6 damage thanks to Tricky's Bolster Rod. So that takes us down to 14. Shield will be attacking for 21. So I need to only block 7. That's actually kind of a problem. Because in order to block Spear's hit, I need to take at least 14 damage. Or, actually, maybe I can just take 11. Because if I play Evasive Protocol. And I do have the energy for all of these cards. Future Plans, Evasive Protocol, Time Bomb. That's 4 energy. If we put Charge Up into stasis. So yeah, just 11. That means we can block for up to 10. That's the Temporal Shield. It means that we can't play Charge Up if we put that into stasis, but... maybe we put Charge Up in then. Oh! We have 1 Dexterity from Smooth Stone. And we want to play Incinerate too. Oh, but that just accelerates that out too. Okay, then do we put Strike for Strike into stasis? We could also put Polybeam in. Yeah, we don't need to take additional damage that turn. In fact, we want to minimize how much damage we're taking, so I think we put Polybeam in. Oh, but then we draw Charge Up. I want to draw that the turn after. Okay, strike for strike it is. Sheesh. This fight's hard. Alright, Charge Up goes into stasis. Alright, 11 damage. Right. So we're going to keep looking at Spire Spear here. We got Invincible! Holy shit. What a clutch by Tiny Bowler Hat. Wow. That took me a second. That's incredible. That means we don't even have to worry about strike for strike doing too much. Do I still want to go for Spire Shield then? I think I do then. We can get a kill on it next turn maybe. Oh yeah, we also take damage from burns. I forgot about that in my calculation. It all worked out though, apparently. Polybeam, please hit the shield more. That's awesome, thank you. Nine minus 4 is 5. 14 minus 5 is 9, so we do enter defensive, and then we get the Thorns damage on this. Okay. It's worth it. Yeah, give me all that brace. I have 3 turns of defensive mode. Hey, where's my attack cards, bro? Whatever. I have 5 dexterity, so this is 13, 10, 10. That's 33, 53. This is 56, so charge... Yeah, we already have enough. So, in y'all go. No. Okay, well this fight went about as good as it possibly could have. Goodbye 99 block. Wow. Is there any point in attacking the shield? I guess to prevent it from lowering my strength again? Or lowering my strength at all, because it lowered my focus. I'm still going to be in defensive next turn, though, with roll attack. Most likely. Okay, I'll go for the right one then. Might as well do this. Alright. Give me roll attack, please. Thank you. Is there any way for me to prevent this damage? Yes, Thorns. That's a very valid way. Okay, funniest part about this is that the upgrade on future plans that actually kind of worked. 6-point brand, that's cool. Alright, what's our final card reward? Temporal Shield plus, Reroute plus, Vent Steam plus. Do we need another Temporal Shield plus? What's our block density like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little low. How many cards do we get rid of, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we go from 24 to 17. That's like an average of 2 block cards per hand. Maybe sometimes 3 with stasis. It's a little low. I won't lie. We could maybe use that. Especially with dexterity from multiple sources, having more block cards is good. We do so much damage as well that I think Temporal Field is actually fine to take here. I'm going to do it. That also gets us up to exactly 25 cards, which means that in most worlds we end up shuffling with most of our cards. Yeah, it actually works out because between pre-program and overload, that draws another 5. So yeah, we're good. Alright, here we go. I don't have Centennial Puzzle, so we're just going to end up taking damage here. We drew Incinerate turn 1. Okay, our play is we curl up Twin Slam and Incinerate it to accelerate it once. We get it out next turn. If it's not the multi-attack, we can future plans to put it back into stasis for the correct turn. So let's start with that. So I want to consider entering defensive here. But Tricky's Bolster Rod's in the way. I guess entering next turn is the best. It gives us some block on both the attack turns, so no matter which one is the multi-attack, we'll still have block for the big attack turn. It's a little weird. I think we still do it in this order. This way we have only one brace to enter defensive mode next turn, which means that we can just play one card. So that when we enter defensive mode, we can actually play block cards with our dexterity. Okay. This also means that we get to save our weak potion for the second cycle, thanks to Red Candle and our other sources of debuffs. And it looks like we did get the multi-attack here. Is there any way to put something into stasis? No. Okay. So this is going to be Hexaburn Twin Slam, and I want to play Ancient Construct here. Which does more damage. Okay. So now what do we put into stasis? I guess roll attack. It's a brace card. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, now we just need to block this turn. Invincible? No. Oh, we're out of defensive mode now. Okay. So this is 6 block. We're gonna have 20 block. We're gonna take 47. Okay, so now I have to calculate the merits of taking 47 versus taking... what's 67 minus a quarter? 50? 50 minus 20, 30? Okay. So 30 would put us into defensive mode right now, which means we come out in 2 turns. Actually. I guess that's the truth either way. So if I come out of defensive in 2 turns, that means that if I use the weak potion now, then it will be in effect while I'm in my last turn of defensive block from all the blur. So it's actually kind of wasted. So we should just take all the brace right now and all the damage. I do still want to do some damage here, and I think pre-program is still important to play, so I'm going to do both of these. Especially since this gets rid of the card from my draw pile on future draws. Alright, what do we get here? Not the best. I would have liked to use Repulsor on Burn, But unless I put Ascender's Bane into stasis, that's not going to happen. I suppose that's actually fine, a fine play. I guess this still procs on Ascender's Bane, so we still draw... Oh wait, no. Yeah, it does, but what do we... we also have these. So then the turn after these 6 cards, we draw Ascender's Bane, and then that get exhausted instead of a Slimed or a Wound. Wow. I have never seen a better argument to put Ascender's Bane into stasis. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. This is so weird. Okay, 11 HP. Average Guardian gameplay. Alright. I think I want to draw here. Okay, we drew the wound too. That's to be expected. Evasive Protocol. Charge up. Batama Beam. This is 72. So if I do this, that's 72 plus 60, that's damage cap. I want to be able to use the brace from this, so I'm going to wait. Re-entering defensive next turn is also insanely good. It means that we can reuse our dexterity for both those turns. That's really important. Is it better to do this then? See, that's 28 plus 72, that's 100 exactly. Well, I have no debuffs on me, so I guess if it doesn't matter, we're not wasting damage here. Oh, also the Soul Burn will go off in a few turns. Alright. Got multiple Hexa things going on there. Okay. Roll attack first. So that's 60. 60 incoming damage. We're still taking 2 apiece, so this is 16, 13, 29. That already full blocks. What about 16, 11? That's 27. 64, that also full blocks. So we can do Temporal Shield, Charge Up, Multi-Beam. But we still want to stack up block for next turn. Heart's base single attack is 45. So with 2 strength, that's 47. We're going to gain another 10 block. So we've already got that 47 covered. So we just need to block for 60 right now. That's about as close as we can get, it looks like. And I can put Multi-Beam into stasis for next turn. We don't have to play it right now. That's fine by me. Okay. Yeah. Playing this for... Delaying this by 1 turn is better than playing it for 1 energy. Okay, we have 37 here. That is absolutely acceptable. Oh, we have to be very careful here. Oh, actually we can just use the weak potion here. Yeah, that solves the problem. $35. Okay, so we play Defend. Pre-program Multi-Beam. So our upcoming turn. We can't play Twin Slam. So we might as well put that in. Makes sense to me. Oh, but we're going to accelerate it out, aren't we? I don't think... Oh, Time Bomb was in our next hand. Okay, well... Wasn't avoidable. Perfect damage cap. Okay. Overload goes in. Okay, 2 turns to kill. That's what we're aiming for. Time Bomb does the most damage here. Time Bomb Polybeam. So that's what we're going for. Time Bomb. Actually, this is... yeah, that's close enough. And you know what? We have 12 strength. So that's 21. We'll accelerate this out next turn. It's 25, 37. So that's enough damage. Yep. Can't screw this up. So, I want to actually test if something I heard recently was true. That... oh wait, no, this just cleanses negative strength, so this is still fine. Yeah. Heart will be at 0 strength, which means that Heart will be at 4 strength next turn because of the 2 buff, but won't actually be affected by this, since it didn't go below. Yeah, 4 strength. And there we go. Should we give it to multi-beam? I don't know, all of these were star players. I'll just do this because it's cool. GG. Wow. That felt good. That deck felt very good. A single column. This has only happened, I think, once before. A single column of score, and yet we still reached a pretty high score for that. Man, nothing special about this run apparently. You get points bonuses for large decks, lots of money, visiting a lot of question marks, beating bosses or elites without taking damage, which apparently we didn't do for any of these. So yeah, nothing special. You also get points for having only 1 copy of every card that isn't a starter card. You get points for having 4 of a type of card. There's a lot you can do, and we did none of it. We just won. That's all that mattered. Anyway, this is a pretty cool run. Just right off the bat, we boss swapped into Wanderbots. We took advantage of our first act being subpar in the pathing, and ended up with a 4th energy very early. That very much enabled us to take Tiny Bowler Hat and be very strong. And then a 5th energy at the second boss. 5 energy plus Bowler Hat is really, really strong. The Ancient Construct transform. I gotta be honest, it's that kind of transform is why I'm afraid of transforms. But I very correctly identified that having the extra energy would make our Act 1 strong enough to be able to take this. And it did good stuff for us. I probably still wouldn't take it under most scenarios, but when it works, it does work. It's not like the card effect itself is bad, it's just slow and costs 3 energy. I hope that gets fixed in the future, but for now, we gotta win with it, for the first time ever in this series. 60% of the way through. Let's see, what else is there? These protocol picks that I've been doing to supplement my brace when I don't have very much have felt like they're working. I'm not 100% sure how to evaluate it because I'm getting very small amounts of brace every turn. It's a trickle effect. It's very hard to see the actual effects of that. I don't know. Maybe I'll learn how to evaluate something like that or identify when that happens. What else is there special about this? Well, I did kind of mention the charge up strength gain with Ancient Construct. That ended up being very, very strong. We had so much accelerate that we had too much, but it gave us a lot of control over stasis to get cards when we needed them, which is something I haven't done before. It felt like we definitely had way too much accelerate, considering the amount of cards that we had, but having that amount of control over the cards was very nice. We got rid of all our strikes, that was cool. What else? Mutagen's Clockwork Souvenir. Red Candle was cool. Yeah. Oh, Regal Pillow, that was the last one. Oh yeah, there's beta art now for this because of Ocean's Pencil Case mod. Some of these had actual beta art in the Slay the Spire beta before being released. But some of these relics didn't, so Ocean asked people to submit some. I don't know which are real and which aren't. I know this one's real. I know this is a real beta art that was there before. Does this have... No, they don't do the... They didn't do the downfall stuff. Although this is vanilla. Since this is the end of the episode, I'm going to go through these and see which ones are which. I don't have to click all of them. Strawberry, Oddly Smooth Stone. Yeah, sometimes beta arts are very close to what they actually are. This includes cards, like Ironclad especially has a lot of those, but Defect has a few of those as well. Namely Zap, Electrodynamics, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that one was weird. I do remember seeing this one. This one's real as well. How much damage did you do? 35. I think that was skewed to be 1 below 6 because of that one damage cap turn in the heart. I did notice that we hit the damage cap with the 6-point brand. That one turn. What about 178? 5 per turn. That's pretty impressive. This healed us 60 HP the entire game. Taking that from here because we were lowish HP and still had a bunch of fights to go through. Rested for 71 and then lost 35 of that. It didn't really do much here, it just gave me peace of mind. Because Act 1 can sometimes be brutal. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to what kind of fight you get in these hallway fights. You can get something very manageable, or you can get something that's absolutely punishing. Where else was this relevant? We rested here. Yeah, we got down to 2 HP at Gremlin Leader, which Invincible... Oh yeah, Tiny Bowler Hat Invincible saved us so many times, which was awesome. I do remember vaguely that I think one of those times was a mistake. Oh, was that because of this? That turn 2, I forgot about the burns doing damage? Yeah, that's correct. But anyway, that saved us HP anyway. And I think that was actually necessary because we went down to 11 HP in the heart fight. So who knows how... So we probably would have died in the heart fight if not for that. So good job, Bowler Hat. Where else did we rest? We rested before this boss because we were at 17 HP. We only lost a little bit. I was wondering if I underestimated my own deck in this fight. I feel like Automaton's very manageable as Guardian most of the time. Worst that happens is that you you either tank one of the first 2 attack turns, but can manage the first Hyper Beam. And the other thing that can go wrong is that you just way too slow, and then you end up taking a ton of damage to those larger attacks and second Hyper Beam. But we didn't have to worry about that here. We had a lot of damage. Where's our 4th rest? Here. Right, just before the double elite. And that turned out to be worth it. Yeah. So yeah, best Regal Pillow I've ever seen too. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you stick around for future ones, and if you do, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.